Hi everyone, thank you for joining me this evening. It's really nice to see so many of you've come. I hope you enjoy the class. So we'll, everybody will be on mute and we'll start. We'll start by rubbing our hands together and just creating some energy between the hands, building the warmth up. And then spread the energy from between the hands, just around the hands, over the tops, around the wrists, and up and down the arms. And then we'll rest the hands on our knees. Fingers in Gyan Mudra, which is the first finger touching the thumb. And we'll close down our eyes. And breathe in and out a couple of breaths, nice and gently. So we'll start by chanting Om 3 times. 80% of the breath goes on the O and 20% goes on the M. And this puts us in the right frame of mind to practice yoga. So with the eyes closed, hands resting on the knees, hands in Gyan Mudra, which is the first finger touching the thumb. We'll take a deep breath in and chant Om 3 times. Om. And again, deep breath in. Om. And then one more time, deep breath in. Om. Raise your hands up above your head, bring your palms together, rub the hands nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over the face, down the neck, across the shoulders, and over the rest of the body. And open your eyes. Next, we'll do Bhastrika. Bhastrika is a deep breathing exercise. With your eyes closed, take a deep breath in, filling your lungs, and then gently breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out should take about the same amount of time, 2.5 seconds to breathe in and 2.5 seconds to breathe out. So with our fingers in Gyan Mudra, which is the first finger touching the thumb, this improves concentration and memory. The brain nerves become strong. It helps to release stress and decreases the blood pressure and ultimately assists in meditating better. So the fingers in Gyan Mudra, the first finger touching the thumb, will breathe in and out nice and gently for 5 minutes. While you breathe in, imagine you are taking in positive energy and vibration. And as you breathe out, imagine all the toxins leaving your body. When the heart and the head get adequate quantity of energy and oxygen, the blood is purified and the body gets rid of all toxins. Raise the hands up above the head, bringing the palms together, rub them nice and warm. And spread that energy all over the face and neck, and open your eyes. So next we'll stand up. Then we'll start with a spot jog, moving from one foot to the other, nice and gently. And then bring the arms into it, moving the arms up and down. If it feels comfortable, speed the motion up just that little bit. And then just a little bit more if this feels comfortable to you. And then start to slow down and come to a halt. Feet apart, hands on the hips, and we'll revolve the hips, making big circles with the hips. Putting the tummy in and just making big circles. And then the other way. Last one. And just give your arms and legs just a little bit of a shake. Loosening everything off just a little bit. Feet hip width apart, hands on the hips. And we'll keep lifting the knees, the alternative knees. First one, down to the floor, and then the other. And down, and up, and down, down. One last one on this side, and last one on this side. Then we'll sweep the knee across the front of the body, into a variation. And last one. And just give the arms and legs just a little bit of a shake. Feet wide apart, hands out to the sides. And we'll just bend forward at the waist, breathing out as you fold forward and bringing the hands down toward the mat. With each hand, hold on to the opposite elbow and just swing from side to side, like a ragdoll. Breathing in and out nice and gently as you do this. And come back up and just give the arms just a little bit of a shake, keeping them nice and loose. Hands out to the sides, and we'll touch the alternate toes. So I'm taking my right hand to the left foot and back up to the center. And then the same the other side. Back up. And repeat this on alternate sides, touching the alternate toes. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down. And then we'll do the last one on this side. And last one on this side. And back up to the center. Lifting both hands up above the head, keeping the feet still wide apart. Turn to one side and bend down over that leg. Bringing the hands towards the foot or wherever you can get. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. Breathe in and come back up to the top, hands above the head. Breathe in and out, and then turn to the other side. Breathe out, fold at the waist, bringing the hands down to the foot. And then back up. And let the arms go out to the sides. So this time we'll take the right hand to the left foot, lift the left arm up behind us, and turn your head to look at it. Into a triangle pose. Breathe in, come back to the center, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Left hand to the right foot, lifting up the right arm, behind and turning the head to look at it. And back up to the center. And we'll do that again on each side. So right hand to the left foot, left hand up behind, turning the head to look at it, into a triangle pose. Back up to the center, and the same the other side. Left hand to the right foot, right arm up behind, and turning your head to look at it. And back up to the center, lower the arms, bring the feet together, and just give yourself a little bit of a shake. Feet apart, hands out to the side, bend the elbows, bringing your hands into a goddess pose, and bend the knees. And just stay there for a second. Breathing in and out nice and gently. Back up, lowering the arms, wrapping the arms around the body. And back to the center, arms out to the side, bend the elbows, bend the knees. Bring yourself into a goddess pose. This time, take each individual arm over your head and back. And then back up, lower the arms, bring the feet back together. So we'll come to the front of the mat and we'll do the sun salutation, a series of 12 postures to keep the body in optimum health. Bringing the hands to the heart, palms together, and just take a couple of breaths here. Breathe in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Breathe out, folding forward at the waist, bringing the hands to the ground into a forward bend. Bend the right knee, stretching the left leg out behind, and look up. Take the right leg to join the left, lifting up the hips, and bring yourself into a downward dog. Trying to push the head between the hands if possible, but just do what your body allows. Don't force anything. If it hurts, don't do it. Step the feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. And then lower to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, and next to the shoulders, elbows bent. A big breath in, straighten the arms, lifting the head up into a cobra position. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. And this time, bring the left leg forward between the hands and stretch the right leg out behind and look up. Bring the right leg to join the left, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart in prayer position. And just take a couple of breaths. And we'll do that again. Breathing in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Breathing out, folding forward at the waist into a forward bend, bringing the hands down towards the mat. This time, bend the left leg, stretching the right leg out behind, and look up. Bring the left leg to join the right, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. Step the feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. Try and hold this for a moment before coming to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Breathe in, straightening the arms, lifting the head, and bring yourself into a cobra position. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. Then bring the right leg forward between the hands stretching the left leg out behind and look up. Bring the left leg to the right, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart in prayer position. And just take a couple of breaths here. Come back to the center of your mat and just wrap the arms around the body, just to keep everything loose. Feet hip width apart, hands up above the head, stretching up nice and tall, pulling the tummy in, straightening the spine. And then bend forward, bringing the hands to the knees, flat back into a half forward fold. Breathe in, stretch the arms back up above the head, nice and tall, stretching the back, pulling the tummy in. And breathe out, bringing the hands to the knees, half forward fold. Breathe in, hands back above the head, stretching up, pulling the spine up nice and straight, pulling the tummy in. And this time we'll do a full forward fold. So breathe out, bring the hands to the ground, and just stay there for a second, looking down at your mat. And back up. Feet apart. Turn one foot to face the front of the mat. Bend that front knee. Take a big breath in. Lift the arms up above the head. And then lower the arms, and we'll turn and do the same on the other side. Bending the front knee. Breathing in, lifting the arms up above the head. Lower the arms and round to the other side. Bending the front leg, breathing in, lifting up the arms, stretching up nice and tall, pulling the tummy in. And lower the arms and round to the other side. Bending the knee, breathing in, lifting up the arms. And then lower the arms. So we'll do a chair, feet apart, hands out in front, and we'll do a half chair first. Bending the knees, bringing the bottom down like you're sitting on a chair. And just hold here for a second. And back up. We'll do that one more time. Arms out in front. Bend the knees, bringing the bottom down like you're sitting on a chair. And back up. Feet slightly further apart. Hands out in front. Bring the palms together. Bend the knees, bringing the hands to the heart, coming down to a full chair. Go wherever your body allows. We're not all built the same. Just don't force anything. Just do what your body allows. If you can come down to a full chair, Try and press your knees out with your elbows, just for that little bit extra stretch. And back up. Just give the arms and legs just a little bit of a shake. So now we'll walk up and down the mat, first on our toes, exercising the pressure points in the feet. Then on our heels. And the sides of the feet. And then the insides of the feet. Come back to the center of the mat, feet hip width apart, hands up above the head, nice and tall, and just lean over to one side. To the center and to the other side, into a half moon. Back to the center and down the other side. To the center and the last one, over to the other side. And back up to the center, lower the arms, and we'll come back down to the mat for the next breathing exercise, Kapalbhati. Breathing out exercise. Don't do this if you could be pregnant, and practice slowly if you have a heart condition or have had an operation in the last 6 months. Other than that, everyone else is fine to do this. If for any of those reasons or any other, you don't want to do this exercise, carry on with Bhastrika, the last exercise we did, the deep breathing in and out. For this exercise, I'd like your finger posture to be Surya Mudra. This is the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. This balances the body, reduces weight, and increases the heat element in the body to aid in proper digestion. So with this exercise, the emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. Inhaling will be automatic. So for those that don't know, it goes sort of like this. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we'll do Kapalbhati, breathing out exercise. This exercise helps the face become bright, lustrous and attractive. The internal organs get exercised and it works with the body, with the digestive system, helping to regulate weight. It also helps to strengthen the immune system. 1 minute left. If it feels comfortable, you can speed the breath up, but if it doesn't, feel free to carry on as you are. Raise the hands up above the head, bringing the palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that energy all over the face and open your eyes. So we'll come to a seated position, into staff pose, legs straight out in front, hands on them, resting on the mat, each side of the hips. And we'll exercise the toes, just the toes, moving them backwards and forwards. Breathing in and out as we do this. And then we'll press the whole foot towards the floor, pointing the toes as much as possible. And then pull the toes back towards the body. Down to the floor, back to the body. Pointing the toes down to the floor and back to the body. Pointing the toes and back to the body. Pointing the toes and back to the body. And then we'll make circles with the feet, exercising the ankles, keeping the feet together, but just making big circles with the feet. And then reverse. And last one, and just give the knees a little bit of a shake. Bend one knee, keeping the foot on the mat, and throw the leg away in front of you, running the heel down the mat. And last one, and then the other. Last one, just give the knees a little bit of a shake. Now we're going to do the two together for 5. You can either keep your arms where they are at each side of the hips on the mat, or if you like that little bit more, cross the hands in front of you, holding onto the alternate elbow. Lift both the legs, keeping the heels on the floor, and we'll throw them away for 5. And last one, bringing the hands back to the mat, and just give the knees just a little bit of a shake. Lift one knee, hands behind it, and just revolve the foot, exercising the knee. And last one, and reverse. And lower the leg to the mat. And we'll do the same with the other leg. Bending the knee, hands behind the bent knee, lifting up the leg, and making big circles with the foot, exercising the knee. And then reverse. And last one, and lower the knee to the mat, and just give the knees just a little bit of a shake. Bend one knee, bringing the foot to the thigh of the other leg, or you can pop it onto the top of the thigh of the other leg, whichever feels comfortable to you. Wrap both the hands around the bent knee, and then we'll lift up the knee and lower the nose towards the knee. Take the knee back to the floor and just give it a little bounce. Lifting the knee up, bringing the knee to the nose. And then back to the mat, just a little bounce. And again, nose to the knee. And back to the mat, just a little bounce. And then straighten that leg out in front of you. And we'll do the same with the other leg. Bending the other knee, bringing the foot of that leg either onto the thigh of the straight leg or next to the thigh, whichever's most comfortable for you. Wrapping the hands around the bent knee and bringing the knee to the nose. And then back to the mat and give it a little bounce. Knee to the nose. And then back to the mat and just give it a little bounce. And then one more time. Knee to the nose. And back down to the mat, just giving it a little bounce. And then straighten the leg out in front. Lifting the hands up above the head, stretching up nice and tall, pulling the tummy in, straightening the back. And then we'll come forward, folding down, bringing the head towards the knees, hands towards the feet, or whatever you can reach is fine. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. And back up, stretching up nice and tall. Breathe out and fold forward. And back up and lower the arms. So we'll make circles with the waist. So we'll lean forward, stretching the arms out in front. Take the arms to the side, to the back, to the other side, and back to the front. And we'll do it again this side. So to the side, to the back, to the opposite side, and back to the front. And then reverse. So to the other side, to the back, to the side, and back to the front. And one more time, to the side, to the back, the other side, and back to the front. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together in front, and we'll do butterfly. holding on to the toes with your hands and just moving the knees up and down, breathing in and out nice and gently. If it feels comfortable, close down the eyes and just feel into this pose, exercising the pelvic floor. Being conscious of your breath and just breathing in and out, nice and gently. And start to slow down and come to a stop. Open the eyes if they were closed, and we'll come back to a nice, comfortable seated position, whether on your chair or on a mat, whichever's comfortable for you. And we'll do the next breathing exercise, yulom yulom, alternate nostril breathing. And we'll do this for 5 minutes. With your right thumb, close your right nostril and breathe in through your left. Then close your left nostril with the middle 2 fingers of your right hand and breathe out through your right. Breathe in through the right, close that nostril and breathe out through the left. And repeat. Always start and finish on the left-hand side. And if you want that little bit more from this exercise, you can breathe in to the count of 5, hold for the count of 5, and breathe out to the count of 10. But just do what feels comfortable for yourselves. Don't force anything. Do what your body allows. I'll set the timer for 5 minutes. This exercise purifies the breath and improves the level of oxygen in the blood. The body becomes healthy and strong. It gives you a positive attitude and helps with the blood flow to the heart, preventing heart attacks. Always finish on the left-hand side. And then take your arms above your head, bringing your hands together and rub them together nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over your face and open your eyes. So we'll come to a kneeling position and we'll do Mundukasana for diabetes. So kneeling down, bottom touching the heels, arms out in front, making 2 fists with the hands. Bring them each side of the belly button. Take a good breath in. And as you breathe out, bend forward, bringing the head down towards the mat. At the end of the breath, lift the head to look at the mat. And now count to 10. And back up. And we'll do that one more time. 2 fists with the hands, each side of the tummy button. Big breath in, lifting the chest. And as you breathe out, fold forward at the waist, bringing the head down towards the mat. At the end of the breath, lift the head to look at the mat. And I'll count to 10. And lift yourselves back up. And just take a couple of breaths. And then come back to your comfortable seated position. Rest the hands on the knees. And we'll do seated cat-cow. So we'll lower the head forward, lifting up the shoulders, arching the back. And then we'll lift the head up, lowering the shoulders, lifting the chest. Lowering the head, bringing the shoulders forward, arching the back. Lifting the head, shoulders back, lifting the chest. We'll do a couple more times. So folding forward, arching the back, lowering the head. Lifting the head, lifting the chest. And for the last time, bringing the head forward, arching the back. And then lifting the head and the chest. And come back to a neutral position. Take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind, and we'll just put a small twist in the back, looking over your shoulder. Hands back to the front. We'll do the same the other side. So left hand to the right knee, right hand behind, looking over your right shoulder. Back to the center. We'll do again the other side. Right hand to the left knee, left hand behind, looking over the left shoulder. And back to the center. And the same the other side. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind, looking over the right shoulder. And back to the center. Hands on the knees. And just take a couple of breaths. So we'll bring the hands to the shoulders, and we'll flip them out in front. Feeling the jerk in the elbow. And then out to the sides. And last one. Hands back to the center and just give your shoulders a bit of a shrug. Raise your shoulders, lifting them up towards your ears. Keep them there for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then lower them down. Then lift them back up. And then lower them down. Hands on the shoulders, elbows together in front of the body. We'll make big circles with the elbows. Lifting them up, just making big circles. And last one. And then we'll reverse. And last one. And lower the hands back to the knees. So we'll exercise the head and neck. So we'll bend the head forward, bringing the chin to the chest. And then we'll breathe in and take the head back and let it fall behind. Feeling the stretch in the neck. Bringing the head forward, chin to the chest. And rub your chin against your chest 3 times to exercise the thyroid gland. Breathe in, lift the head back up to the center and let it fall behind. Back up to the center, chin to the chest, and rub the chin to the chest 3 times. And then bring the head back to a neutral space. So we'll revolve the head, so we'll look down. Slowly move your head to the left and to the back and to the right and to the front and to the right, to the back, to the left, to the front and to the left, to the right, to the back, to the right, to the front and to the right, to the back, to the left and to the front and back to neutral. So we'll just tap over the face with our hands, starting at the forehead, tapping the face with the fingertips all over the face, giving yourself a personal massage. Over the lips, under the chin, all over the face, just tapping with the fingertips. And then put the hands just underneath the bottom of the cheeks and we'll push them up, getting rid of any wrinkles that might be forming. And then we'll make circles around the tear ducts in the eyes with our index fingers. to remove any blockages that may be there. Small circles with the finger. And rest the hands back down to the knee. So next we'll do Brahmari. Brahmari is a humming exercise, and we'll do this 3 times. Place your index fingers just above your eyebrows and the rest of your fingers over your eyes. Close your ears with your thumbs and breathe in deeply and breathe out gently through your nose, making a humming sound. While you're doing this, imagine you are connected to all of the positive energies of the universe. So take a deep breath in. Raise your hands above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over the face and neck. And open your eye. Interlock the fingers, bring the hands to the forehead. Breathe in, press and hold. And to the back of the head, breathe in, press and hold. And to the sides of the head, breathe in, press and hold. And to the top of the head, breathe in, press and hold. And float your hands back down to your knees. And close your eyes back down, and we'll finish with a small prayer for the health and humanity of others. So breathing in and out nice and gently through your nose. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May no one suffer. May everyone prosper. Shanti, 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 Shanti. So we'll clap and laugh. And push and water. And press the hands together. And then we'll throw our hands in the air and we'll laugh out loud 3 times. And again. And for the last time. Thank you all so much for coming to class this evening.
Very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Roxanne. Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening, everyone.
Yeah. See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Roxanne.
Bye.
Thank you, Mandy and Suresh. Thank you.
Thanks, Mandy and Suresh. Thanks,
Thank
Vimla.
you. Lovely
Bye.
class as
Bye.
always. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Roxanne. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks, Alan.
It'll go off.
Thanks, Rahini. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. I'm going to switch it off.